Good day, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, my name is Fairpad RSA. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification button there. Today, I will be subnetting and doing the 11.5.5 packet tracer on Cisco subnet IPV4. So yeah, let's just cut down to business. I have already made the table that we are going to work with on this thing. So yeah, this is it. There will be this table which you are going to fill, and I'm gonna make sure that you understand it in a deeper manner. And there is this table. Let me just show you on the Cisco. Let me just show you on Cisco. This is our things that we are given. This is where you are going to configure and make sure that these ports are working, and make sure that everything here is sorted. So before everything, let's just check results so that we can see what we are going to configure as well. So this is the table that I've made on the Excel part, and this is another one, and this is the address, the subnet, first subnet that we are given, so it's /24. So if it's subnet and it's /24, meaning that /24 will be like this. Okay, cool. Let's just get down to business. Let's check results. So on this thing, on this practical, so we are going to configure the password for console line and login. Make sure we log in the password, and we enable the secret. So we have the password that we're given for enable secret, and we are going to configure the host name of this network customer router. So before everything, let's just configure the console password and enable secret and the host so that we will be so I have already made an Excel that these are but the password that we are going to use on the secret, and these are the password that we are going to use on the console line. And like on the host name, so we have customer router. This is the name that we're going to use on the host name. So yeah, that's it. Okay, let's just first buy secret team password of customer router. We all know that we just click here, we go to CLI, for place enter. You know how we get into the business. We enable, so we config T. It stands for config tenima. That's okay. Cool. Let's just first by setting host name of this customer router. So this is the name of the customer router. We just press enter, so the name have been changed. So now let's just configure the secret password. The secret password we enable secret. Which password are we going to use on enable secret? We are going to use class 123. So we just go and write class 123. Therefore we press enter. We are done with enable secreting. So let's log into console line console 0. Let's just go inside the console. We are going to write password, and which password is Cisco 123, and we log in, meaning that the first step that we are done with the first steps. So let's just go and check our results. We find out that we have login and the password is correct, and we have enabled our secret and the host name is correct. So we have a port of gigabyte Ethernet of 00, where we are going to set the IP address, the port status, and the subnet mark. And on the gigabyte 2 port, we are going to we're going to get the IP address, the port status, and the subnet mark correct. So first of all, what you need to know is that on this Cisco, on this packet tracer that we're given, we are given okay, let me close here. We are given 50 hosts on this one, and here we have 40 hosts. What you need to know is that here, first of all, in order to get the address, we have to subnet. Let's just go straight to Excel, where we are going to work first, and then we come back to there, we wake up everything. So here it is. This is our Excel. So here on our Excel, this is where I've written the giga testings of 1 and 2. So here we have VLAN A, we have our VLAN A and VLAN 1 and VLAN 1 of the LAN A and LAN B, and we have PCA and PCB, meaning that this thing we are going to work on the customer router. The part that we are going to work with here is this part, which we have LAN A, this is LAN A, and this is LAN B. So we have these two parts. So there are two gateways on this thing, so meaning that we'll have two default gateways. Okay, so let's just get into business. So we are given the first subnet mark, which is 192.168.0.0/24. So we all know that we have to work throughout this thing. Okay, how are we going to work? We just come and check where does 50 and 40 fit. So in our in here on here, so 50 is going to fit on 64, and 40 again is going to fit on 64, which is we are going to check this one and use this one. We are going to check that one and use that one. So this is what I've made for you guys so that you can understand. We are going to check on this one and use that one. Let me make the color orange or something which is light. We are going to use this one. So we are going to increment our network by 60. What do you mean about increment? So here we will have the initial, which is 16. Now it's 192.168.0.0. Therefore the next one will have 192.168.0.64. So our network is incrementing by 64. Okay, we'll have 192, let's just make this simple because Excel can work this thing out for me without any further delay. So this is our network. So let me just increment again so that Excel can work me out another one. I need another one, the next one. So it will be 260. So yeah, this is it. This is our subnet address. So we all know that when we have the prefix length will be /26. So the prefix length of that one will be /26, which is we are going to paste it here, and we are going to paste it here is /26/26/26. Okay. Yeah, it will be /26. Okay, so we are not yet done. We all know that on /26 it means that the 3 first octet are full, meaning that on binary what you are going to write is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is /24. So /26 will be 1 2. It will be 25. It will be 25 and 26. So this is our /26. We'll have after we'll have the zeros will be 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we are I think, yeah. So yeah, this is it. We'll have this one, so in which we know that on this one is our 128, and this one, you know, that is our 64, meaning that we are going to say 128 plus, Excel will work this thing, is equals to 128 plus 64. So Excel will give us the total of 92, which is our subnet mark, meaning that we are going to say 192, 168, 0, oh no, I'm sorry, say 22, we're going to say 255, 255, 255, 192. I think I have a problem right here. Now it's still recording. So yeah, we are going to have something like this. Let me copy, therefore I will be pasting. This is our segment. Like, I've already filled the table that we are required to fill here on the I have already filled this table. As you can see, I've already filled this table. I'm done with it. So now what we are going to check is we are going to work out this IP network of the first IP network. So in order for you to fill this table and understand this table, you must know your first network, and you must know the second network, and you must know the last and the second last network, and you have to know the broadcast network that you are going to work with. So let me just expand this thing here. You are going to have the first network, you are going to have the second network, and you are going to have the first, second, let me not use the line, let me just say last, and you are going to have the broadcast network. So this is your thing. So here it will be IP address. Which IP address are you going to work with? Are this one's IP address. Let me just copy this IP address right here. Let me copy this IP address here. So okay. This IP address is the IP address that you are going to work with. This is the IP address that you are going to work with. So the first IP address network will be 192.168.0.1. This is the first that you are going to work with. So meaning that the second one will be 192.168.0.2. So in order for you to get lost, now, like, I work first the broadcast so that I can get. So the broadcast will be 64 minus 1. Broadcast will be 64 minus 1. So let me just work this thing. It will be 64 minus 1. So let's just work this thing. So it will be 64 minus 1, which will give us 63. So our broadcast network will be 192.168.0.63, meaning that the next broadcast network will be 192, it will be 128 minus 1, 168, 0, 127. So it will be 192 comma 168, comma 0, comma 191. So this one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 255. So meaning that here on our last network it will be 63 minus 1, which will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 62. So meaning that this one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 126. So meaning that this one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 190. Meaning that the next one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 254. So here, meaning that this one you will add 1, which will give us 65, and this one will add 1, which will give us, on 65 will give us 66. So we'll have 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 65. So it will be adding. So on this one will be 192. Let me just say enter. Let me just do like this so that I can work fast. So it will be 120, 129, and on this one will be 193. It will be 193, and on this one will be let me not write this one because I'm not working with it. I was just working this one so that I can get this one. Okay, so let's just continue. So this one will be now 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 66, meaning that this one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma 130, meaning that this one will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma we add 1 will be 194, will be 194. So we have worked the first and the second one. Okay, we have worked the first and second one, and the last one and the broadcast. So yeah, so we have this thing. So meaning that our first network here, it will be this one. It will be our first one. Why I'm saying that one will be our first one? When you go back on our packet tracer, this is G, like it's here, so it will be the one who's going to connect first. So this one will be the second one, and this one will be the last one. So here they will be the first one, second one, and the last one. Okay, thank you. Meaning that we copy this one and we come here and paste, and this one, because like it's our G, meaning that it's going to be our default gateway. It's going to be our default gateway. We'll be asked about default gateway when we get down, get it down. Okay, so cool. It's going to be our default gateway. Let me just paste this there, and here on the VLAN one is going again to be our default gateway, and on the PC one is going to be our default gateway. So there is this one of G1, so we are going to take this one and copy, because is this one is on 40 host, is this one, so we are going to take the second one, because yeah, going to take the second one and we paste it here, you see. So and again it's going to be our default gateway. It's going to be our default gateway. So this is it on default gateway. We are done. So the subnet map that we are going to use on each and every network here is going to be this one. Let me copy it. Let me copy. We copy. So we come here and we paste, paste. So this is the subnet mark that we are going to work with. So VLAN A is the second network that is connected, meaning that we are going to take this one, we copy, we paste, and this one is going to be the second network that is going to be connected on the G0/1, copy and we paste. So the last one on PCA is this one, meaning that let's copy and we come here, we paste, and the last one on that one will be this one, we copy and we paste. We are done filling our table, meaning that we can go and configure our things, working very well. So let's just come here to the packet tracer so that we can work out through everything. Let me close this one and check results. So which one are you going to use? So the first thing that I'm going to do is to configure the IP address of G/0/0 and the port status and its subnet mark. Okay, let me just do that quickly. So I have my numbers right here. So let me open the packet tracer. So I come here to this one because I'm going to work with this one. Let me log in with that password of Cisco 123. I've logged in with the password of Cisco enable. We go and class 123. So class 123. So I have entered here. So well, immediately when I enter here, which one I am going to configure? I'm going to configure my G0/1 G/0/0. So meaning that let's just go to config terminal. We enter on the config terminal. So here, while we are here on the config terminal, we know that this is an interface. So we are going to say interface. G0/0. We enter that interface. So what we are going to do, what we are going to configure is IP address. Which IP address are we going to use? Is 192.168.0.1. That's the IP address, and its subnet mark is 255.255.255.192. So this is the subnet mark and the IP of this one. Therefore you press enter. Immediately when you press enter, you press no shutdown. Therefore you enter. So you are done configuring the IP address, IP of that one. So immediately while you are here, you can go to G0/1. So you just come and say interface G0/1 and press enter. You have entered the interface. So this one you are going to say IP address. Which IP address are you going to press? Is 192.168.0.65, and the subnet mark is 255.255.192. Therefore you press enter, no shutdown. So immediately when you press no shutdown, so let's just exit here. Let's just exit again here. So that your configuration can be lost. So let's just copy the running configuration to the startup configuration. Let's just copy the running config to startup configuration. Startup config. So immediately when you do this, so it will reach to the destination. So you are done with these two things. So you can go again if you want to check, and go check your results if you have worked your things out very well. So yeah, we can go and check our results. You may find out that this port IP address is correct, the port status is correct, and the subnet mark is correct. So now we are going to LAN A. Where in LAN A we are going to configure the default gateway. So default gateway, I've already mentioned the default gateway to you. And yes, we have the VLAN one, which we are going to do the IP address and the subnet mark once. Okay, so let's first by configuring the default gateway. Therefore, we configure the IP of VLAN 1 on the LAN A. So let's close and go to LAN A. We go to CLI. Let's press enter and enable. So immediately when you enable, so we go in config terminal. While you are here on config terminal, so what you are going to write here is IP default dash gateway. So immediately when you write default gateway, you go and write the network that you are going to. What is your default gateway? Your default gateway of this network, I've already gave you the default gateway, which is 192.168.0. so it's 192.168.0.1. so this is the default gateway. You just enter. So you are done with the default gateway. Let's just go and straight on configure the IP, the VLAN 1 and the subnet mark. So we just go to interface. Which interface are you going to it's the VLAN, VLAN 1. This is the interface that you're going to enter. Okay, the interface that you're going to enter is interface VLAN 1. Yes, interface VLAN 1. Okay, cool. Interface. Which interface are you going to enter? VLAN 1. So here you have entered the interface of VLAN 1. So what are you going to do is IP address. Which IP address are you going to use on the VLAN 1? I have already, it's 192.168.0.2, and this is the subnet 225.225.195. so it will be 192.168.0.1. no, it's comma 2 because it's the next one. The subnet mark will be 225.255.255.192. therefore we press enter. No shutdown. Therefore you are done with your thing. So on VLAN 1 you are done. So let's just go to LAN B. Let me put my Excel aside so that you can see what I am going to do. VLAN 1. So first of all, what you are going to do on VLAN 1 as well, you are going to configure the IPv default gateway, which is IP default dash gateway. So you will write your gateway. So here this time your default gateway, it won't be that one, it will be this one of 192, like this one of 65 is 192.168.0.65. So this is your default gateway. You press enter immediately. So now we have done with default gateway. Let's just go to VLAN 1, so which is interface. So it will be interface VLAN 1. We enter immediately. Is IP address. Which IP address are we going to use is 192, comma, it will be 192, comma 168, comma 0, comma is this one, comma 6666. Therefore subnet mark 255, comma 255, comma 255, comma 192. We press enter immediately. On press enter, no shutdown. Therefore we press enter, we are done. So yes, this is it. You are done. When you are done, you exit. So let's just go and check if we are done with our VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. So we come and check the results if we are done with VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. So on VLAN A, LAN A and LAN B, we are done. So we are going to PCA, where we are going to configure the default gateway, the IP address, the subnet mark, and again the PCB default gateway, IP address, and the subnet mark. So okay, let's work. So here on a PC, like it's a PC, so here you are going to come here to the desktop. We come here. This one is too much simple than others because those others they use CLI. So this one, like, you just write here, it's not that much hard. So you're coming here, which address 192, 168, 0, is 62, is yeah, it will be comma 62, because, like, let me check if it is the last. It must be the last. Yeah, it is the last network, so it will be the last network. 192, 168, 0, 62 is the last network. Okay, so meaning that the subnet mark will be 192. So the default gateway will be this one, that I have mentioned here, 192.168.1. so the default gateway will be this one. Let me check here. The default gateway will be 192.168, 0.1. So you're done with your thing here. So let's just exit and let's just come to PCB. Let's open the Excel. I think now you're going to be done with your Excel now, your practical now. So let's just come here to desktop IP configuration. So this is the one. It will be 192.168, 0.126. This is the last network, so it will be 192. So the default gateway will be 65. It will be 192. Okay, I'm sorry. It will be 192.168.0, 65. So I think now you are done with your packet tracer. Let's just go and check the results if we are done. If we are not done, we'll solve what is not done. So the packet tracer will say congratulations on your completion of this exercise. So everything is correct. Please make sure you subscribe, you click the notification button there. Yeah, so we are done. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah.